Alright, you guys. So I'm feeling good off that mom juice, and I just got done recording a video and still want to record. My girlfriend's still playing the game, so I thought, why not go ahead and record another video. So
now you bring me back, I go to war for that. Said you was a mother, so I'm on the cool with that. FaceTime from 2 to 2, and then I started falling back. Brought it up.
let's just have a girl talk. I have a few videos that are story times that I don't quite initially I felt like doing, but that takes a lot of like structure, and I don't have any structure for this video, so I'm gonna try to make this like a 5-minute talk. I'm gonna set a timer and just talk to y'all about losing friends, going into, you know, young adulthood and losing those maybe middle school, high school, even college long friendships that you kind of feel an obligation to, but you're not obligated to nobody. So yeah, let's just get into the tea. I've been wanting to make this video because ever since I moved back to North Carolina, I kind of feel like a lot of my relationships with a lot of people have changed, like family included. I feel like I've already been through quite a few different scenarios where I open my heart up. I didn't start my timer, hold on, because I'm going to talk too long. I'm giving myself 6 minutes. I feel like I've had these relationships with people where I really open my heart up and they just crip walk on that shit, like for real. Like friendships. It rarely ever happened to me romantically. It was almost always friendships where I really felt betrayed like that. So in a way, I kind of put my guard up, but I kind of had this group of friends, or like these select friends, where I felt like, okay, the storm has passed, you know what I'm saying? All the people that were supposed to kind of do me dirty already have. All the people that are no longer supposed to be with me on my journey are gone. You get what I'm saying? But I mean, I also realized too, like COVID hit, I stopped seeing people like that, and then I moved. You get what I'm saying? So I hadn't really genuinely interacted with a lot of people when we are on top of each other, like living in the same place, able to see each other frequently. I haven't had that in a minute. So I feel like everyone was trying their hardest to keep friendships going, to check on each other, because our mental health, because so many things were screwed up. College was getting screwed up, high school was getting screwed up. I moved away. It's like, let's check on each other, let's call all the time, frequently. Cool. But then I get back and it's like, wait, COVID, the devastation that came with that was all we've had in common for the last few years, as it turns out. And it's sad because it's like, yo, you were my girl, like. And I just want to say this. I really want to make this video to say this. If you're wondering, if you're in a weird space and you don't know if you and this friend are really, you know what I'm saying, meant to be, do you? First and foremost, do you? If you're working, you're going to school, you're doing what you got to do, and you notice you and that person don't have much to talk about, y'all are drifting apart. Another thing, if that person doesn't check on you, don't always feel obligated, and don't let people gaslight you into being the person, like, you know, like to check on them. Like, people will literally have beef with you. I won't even say with me. People will have beef with you because you didn't check on them, as if the phone doesn't work 2 ways. That's not cool. Like, have some friends that check on you frequently. It's tiring to call someone and want to share good news with them or something, and they don't even ask you about the good news. They're calling you to complain about something. Like, I've had friends like that too, that only call when something's wrong. They don't even call when they're happy. They don't even let you know they're doing good. They only call you when they're down, and that's bad energy. Like, don't call me talking that through my phone, for real. But yeah, it's heartbreaking because as adults, it's a different level, because for one, there is no school on Mondays, so I'm not going to see you again. But outside of that, sometimes as an adult, nothing was wrong. I feel like in middle school, there's drama and there's beef about all these crazy scenarios, but as an adult, sometimes it's like we're genuinely drifting apart. And that's what's kind of hurtful. Like, I didn't expect myself to drift apart with some of these people. I don't know, like, I call them and you just want to see how they're doing, but it's like, girl, literally, what are you on right now? Like, some of my homegirls that I used to be on the same stuff, you know what I'm saying? I used to be on some of the same shit, but I'm trying to better myself. Like, I think I mentioned many times a spiritual journey that I'm on, and it's only my bond with my salvation, my spirituality is only getting stronger and stronger. So, but I'm not trying to party all day, all night. I'm not trying to be entangled and involved with all these people and menages and all this. Like, no, I'm not trying to share that part of myself with other people. I don't want to entertain people that I know aren't worthy of, you know what I'm saying, my time, my effort. Like, when you realize you and your homegirls are drifting apart in that way, it's okay. I promise. And I learned too, when you genuinely do you, romantically, platonically, the right people will gravitate toward you. When you have a good, when you have like a good gauge of where people are, like, I'm not saying everyone that comes to you when you're working on yourself is good for you. I'm just saying you have a good gauge and you know who's good energy, who's bad energy. You can feel people's intentions and you allow the good people in, the people who are working on themselves. Almost nothing but good can come from those relationships. Like, in my last video I just recorded, I was saying my coworkers, like, I met some real down-to-earth people at work that understand me. We communicate. If we haven't had an incident where something feels like there's tension, but I can genuinely communicate to these women, like, I feel this way about this and that, even if it's about them, if it's about me, and they hear me, it's a conversation that's had and we move on. With our mental health and COVID and all this other stuff, nobody have time for that innuendo stuff, and it's really kind of annoying because it's like, girl, if you're mad I'm not calling you, tell me. If you miss me, call me. You know, like, don't go on social media and post you miss me. Like, miss me IRL. I don't do that social media shit. So just do you. Don't be in competition with your friends. Genuinely be happy for your friends. And I will say that my friends have always genuinely been happy for me and vice versa. It was never no tension. We're genuinely just in a point in our lives where we are growing apart. But yeah, like, we're genuinely just growing apart and that's okay. Like I said, there was no beef, nothing like that. But yeah, I've been wanting to record a video about that for a little while now because it's really kind of hit me in my gut. And I remember when I was in 9th grade, I had a huge falling out with a group of friends. And I literally sobbed about that way more, way harder, way more frequently. That had me stressed out way more than my little breakup with my fake boyfriend in high school. Friendships are real. Friendship, I mean, there's a completely more intimate level of trust and secrecy that lies in a friendship. You know what I'm saying? Your friends know shit about you, went through shit with you that your partner never would know. Some of my friends from middle school, high school, like, we went through adolescence together. That stuff, you know, my girlfriend would never know about me. Like, she knows me after I've learned lessons. Like, I learned these lessons with you. You get what I'm saying? So it's hurtful to, especially, I came from a small town. We had one high school. We literally came up, like, some of these people, we're in our 20s now. Like, I've known since 3rd grade, some kids even kindergarten. So it can be hurtful, but nothing's wrong with it. Do what's best for you. If I'm not saying be one of the people like, you ain't helping me, like, no, it's okay to grow apart. Still check on them, still talk to them every now and again, but like I said, it's just hurtful to know, like, y'all will never be that tight again, I guess. So that's it. That was just my inner feelings. I kind of wanted to ramble. I wanted to talk a little bit more. This will be nice. I can actually put a video out that's like 7 minutes long. So yeah, that's it. If there's any more topics you guys want to hear me talk about and just speak my mind on, I really want to get into that type of content where I just kind of sit and give you guys the tea, because I feel like as a Libra, I give a very balanced, and I'm a very empathetic person. I think I can give a pretty unbiased POV on a lot of things. So y'all let me know if y'all want to hear any more Lola TED Talks. And yeah, until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, stay beautiful, and most importantly, stay you. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
And if I am a reflection of him, a reflection of him, fly, because it's a light, shine so bright, so bright. He is so real, and I love the way that he makes me feel. And if I am a reflection of him, then I must be fly, just like, shine so bright. I was Jordan,